Okay, time to start a new game of Wizard101 with everybody. Yeah, so we're gonna start by making a new wizard. And yes, I know it's been a long time since I've recorded, but I think I can finally actually start to do it again. Obviously I could have during this time, but I really don't have an excuse, so we're just gonna start.
The spell is working. Look, Gamma. Finally, we have found one. Oh! A young wizard. A student with amazing potential. Enough, perhaps, to save Wizard City.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Where?
So normally I would skip through all this.
Oh, a very, very distant realm.
But...
Oh, my goodness. On a world that does not even believe in magic.
For anyone who hasn't played this before, obviously you'll want to know what's going on.
I wonder what manner of wizard they might become. Perhaps we should consult the Book of Secrets.
Headmaster Ambrose, too.
Answer these questions to find out what type of wizard you are.
It has you do a test to try and figure out which school of magic you're going to be a part of. And my first time playing this, I did that and got ice. But this time I know what school I'm going to start out as, so I'm going to skip it. Because I already know that I'm going to start with fire. Yeah, Morgan Le Fay and William Shakespeare. So we're going to go with fire.
Oh, my vision is failing me. Are you a boy or a girl? But now that we know what you are, what do you look like?
I'll go with that hair. Gotta have the red hair. There's some good eyes. There we go.
Good, right. Good. Now, what do you wear?
Red.
All right, then. What is your name?
Let's see what we get out of random. Strong Garden, Robert. Some of these are ridiculous. I'll just hit it 5 more times, and we'll stick with the first name, and I'll choose the last name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna be Samuel. Sunforge. We'll just Sunflame. Sunfist. Sunflame. Sunbringer. There we go. Let's do this.
Well, hello. If it isn't our newest student...
It also normally has you do the tutorial where it teaches you how to do combat and stuff. Well, I'm just going to skip it because I already know how, but I will explain it when I get to it. So, when it comes to this game, the whole point is there's quests that you do going along to save the Spiral from Evil Malistaire, who is the person who causes the whole tutorial to begin. So... yeah. So
welcome to Wizard City, young wizard. Things here are not normally this hectic. There's a problem on Unicorn Way. I've an idea. Perhaps, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, you might take a look. You may be able to help.
The headmaster hands you a letter with an ornate wax.
Please deliver this letter to Private Stilson at the Unicorn Way Gate. He will let you through. You can use the yellow quest helper arrow at the bottom of your screen to guide you there.
So a lot of
You have just been given a tutorial tip. These are portraits that give you timely information when you click on them.
So,
hello, young wizard. I
leave it up
am Mr. Lincoln, the registrar of Wizard
for
City.
enough time to
I
be able
will
to
provide
read.
you with useful information.
But
I
I'm not gonna
apologize
leave
for
it
the
up the
interruption,
entire time they're
but I
talking.
wanted to bring something important to your attention. If you ever have any questions about magic or simply open your spell book and read over the help pages. They contain loads of valuable information.
Anyway, so you have the whole idea of this game is you have, well, this is how you open your menu. You got your character page, which I don't use a whole lot, but your backpack is where all your stuff is stored. So you have hats, robes, boots, wands, themes, amulets, rings, pets, mounts, and decks. And then you also have housing stuff, fishing stuff, snacks, reagents, jewels, monstrology stuff, which I have not ever gotten into, photomancy, which is kind of dumb, but it's okay for some younger kids, I guess. Yeah, but the whole point is how you do battle is you have cards that you use, and they let you cast spells. So, eventually we'll get into combat and I'll explain that a little more, but that's what the whole point of this game is. So you go from area to area doing quests, fighting stuff, and that's pretty much it. But to me, it's a lot of fun. So, okay, a lot of people to talk
I am
to.
the Duel Master. If you would like to learn
Diego's
about player
right
versus
there.
player wizard duels, find me.
Oh my. If you want to safely traverse this dangerous area,
Stick to the sidewalks, I know
Remember, characters with a yellow
And
exclamation
quests
point over their heads
with
will have a
exclamation
quest for you.
I know that
You
too.
should get them all while you
that.
can.
We'll go talk to Diego.
Greetings, young wizard. I am Diego, the Duel Master. You have heard of the illustrious wizard versus wizard duels. Any wizard can duel another wizard in the arena, either in a prop. And once you reach level 10, you will be able to compete. To duel another wizard, you must first enter the arena. Go inside and look at the arena
this is a
pedestals. And come back to me.
Really easy quest to do. You just go read all of
You can
these.
simply click on the practice pedestal to create a duel. Practice duels are not recorded and do not affect your PvP rating. To compete as a ranked duelist, click on the ranked pedestal to create a challenge.
There's
You have the
practice,
chance to win
ranked,
arena
which gets
tickets,
you arena
which-
tickets,
and every win will
prizes,
increase your
and
PvP
PvP
rating.
rating.
However, if you lose or flee a duel, PvP rating will go.
tournaments.
Tournament pedestal will let you join tournaments. You can win special prizes by competing in tournaments. I will tell you more about them when you are ready.
And
The
leaderboards.
leaderboard pedestal. Each season of Wizard versus Wizard duels is known as. Every time a new age begins, the leaderboard standings are announced.
I've never really gotten
Every
into
wizard
the
another
player
chance
versus
to
player
shine.
stuff. Just because I've never, that's not been my focus in this game. I've been
Now
more
you know
trying
how to
go
duel
for
another
story.
wizard. Practice or for ranked. Don't forget to bring. And remember, ranked PvP rating lasts for an age. As a new age begins, everyone's rating starts at 0.
That's a little better. Alright, let's go on the story.
A letter from the headmaster. You're very... Be careful going farther down Unicorn Way. The street is dangerous. I've seen with your arrival is a blessing. We would be honored if you would use your powers and change...
Remember that you can bring up your map by
yeah.
pressing the M
M
key
brings up the
or
map.
clicking on the map icon within
You can
your
also do
spellbook.
that right here. And then there's quests, pets, which we'll get later on, crafting, which I've never done really a whole lot of, help if you need it, options, and then closing. But, yeah. So you have 2 things right now. Eventually you'll get a 3rd thing over here for, stuff having to do with pets, I believe. Never really done a whole lot with them either. But you have health and mana. Mana is, how you cast spells, what lets you cast spells, and then your health is how much damage you can take. So we're gonna defeat some lost souls. So now I can explain the combat a little better. So you see the you can see the number right here, 0 here, 1 here. That's how many of these little pips, is what they're called, but these little circles of orbs it takes to cast the spell. It's also the amount of mana it takes to cast the spell. If you have a white pip, it counts as 1 for everybody, for every school. If you have a yellow, bigger one, it counts as 2 pips for your school only. They also have an accuracy on the card, which I actually probably should explain. Explain the cards a little better. So, if I go into the deck, you can see on the card there's an accuracy right here. Storm is the least accurate school with 70% accuracy most of the time. And Life is the most accurate with 90% accuracy most of the time. However, my wand gives me these spells down here, which are 100% accuracy but do low damage and cost nothing. They cost no pips, no mana, nothing. So eventually we'll get higher level spells and better spells.
You have permission to use text chat. This allows you to talk more freely to others. When you press A, the message will appear above your head and can be seen only if you're in a group and you want to say something to people nearby. Words that are valid will show up white. Words that are not allowed by the filter will show up red.
When you first create your
For more
account,
details, go to the Wizard101 website.
It determines whether you can only use this kind of chat, which is the only younger people can only use this. Whereas if you're old enough, I think it was like, what, 13? Something like that? You can just hit enter to bring up text chat and actually just type whatever you want. So, but yeah, certain words, like you can't say numbers, because I guess they're trying to keep kids from telling their age or their address or stuff like that. Trying to be safe. You can't curse, obviously. This was modeled for kids, but you don't have to be a kid to play it, because I think it's fun. So, also, this icon right here tells you what type of spell it is. So the fist is telling you that it is an attacking spell. It actually will do damage. So the schools, if you didn't see them when I was choosing, there's 2 trios, basically. Life, Death, and Myth are one trio, and then the other is Fire, Ice, and Storm. Then there's also a Balance School, which is kind of a mix of them all. It's kind of weird. The school is kind of weird. I have one wizard that is that school, and it's strange. But Fire is better accuracy than Storm, but at less damage, so that's why I chose Fire. Because I also have a Storm wizard, which struggles to hit early game. So I decided to do Fire this time. Because I like later game Fire spells. Like the Phoenix, which is a 5-pip spell. So you see now that my health is depleted, I can go, and my mana, I can go pick up these orbs, which will refill them. Okay. And you can choose to just follow the main storyline, or while you're doing it, do all the side quests. I do all the side quests so I can level up and be a higher level when I get to the next areas. So this world that we're in is Wizard City. There are...
That's turned the tide for us. We'll follow your lead and get back. You should talk to Sarah Nightshant and see if he can use any help.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 worlds, I believe, in the first story arc. There's 3 story arcs, and the third is largely incomplete at the moment.
Greetings!
But there's, I believe, 7 worlds.
Professor Mulinda Wu sent me here to see if the rumors about the fairies are true. Would you check for me? Just walk down Unicorn Way and see if you can find any fairies.
Oh,
if they attack, you'd best know how to defend yourself.
So this is an example of a reagent. A cattail. So I got 2 of them.
You've just collected a reagent. Reagents are used as ingredients in crafting recipes. You can find different reagents throughout the spiral, either by harvesting them, defeating monsters, or purchasing them. Reagents go in your reagent bag, which you can access by selecting the crafting tab in your spellbook, or by pressing J on your keyboard.
I don't do a whole lot of crafting.
Oh, good gracious. Do you think you could help me? Young skeletal pirates are looting all the houses on Unicorn Way. They're not so dangerous individually, but in numbers they can't be stopped.
So
please wipe them out.
Fairies and pirates. How many pirates do we have to defeat? 3. Okay. And then 2 fairies. Yeah. So, I don't do a whole lot of crafting because I don't find it necessarily very helpful. To me, anyways. Because the stuff, I can get better stuff on my own normally. I don't normally want to spend the time to craft and learn how to craft and get good at it. Kind of like there's a farming mechanic in this game that I've never done. I've never really had a reason to. Though I have heard in the past that it is a very good way of getting really good stuff, and a lot of experience as well, and gold. Never done it myself, but I've heard that. So, maybe I'll get into it in this one. Also, regarding my uploads, I actually do plan on doing other things again. Like, I've played Hearts of Iron on here already, but I will probably do it again. Europa Universalis 4, I will probably play a series on here soon. I might do some things in the other 2 games, because I've been playing a little bit of that. I just have a bunch of different things that I could play. Really, I have quite a bit of options. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm expecting a lot of this game as well. I would expect a lot of this, because this there's a lot to do in this game. So I'm gonna try and move fairly quickly through the earlier stuff. Oh yes, so if you happen to hit the lower part of your accuracy, it fizzles and nothing happens, but the spell gets shuffled back into your deck. Once you use a spell, it is not in your deck anymore, and you would have to use a reshuffle card to get it back, along with every other one you've already used. However, the only time I've ever actually gotten a reshuffle is on my main wizard, my life wizard, at level, like, 52 is when I got it. So, it is a ways down the road. Okay, well that's 1 out of 2. I need some health. Yeah, you can see that the Fairy Queen right there is a boss. Come on, get me into combat here. I want to finish these early quests, because Unicorn Way, which is the area we're in right now, is pretty boring of an area. In Wizard City, in my opinion, the most fun area is Triton Avenue. I like Triton Avenue. You can fight the Kraken there. Wow, I'm fizzling again. Alright. You can fight the Harvest Lord, which is a scarecrow. And you can fight a pirate, I think. Skeletal pirate. I don't remember his name. But I'm pretty sure that's who you can fight there. And then it also gives you, if you go through Triton Avenue, you can get to Pumpkin Cave. So certain areas of this game is free to play. But, it's one of those games where in order to progress, you have to buy the areas of the game or pay for a membership. So if you buy each individual area, you have them.
You may notice small red if you manage to... The blue wisps that you find restore a bit of your mana when you catch one.
if you pay for each area individually, which is what I did, you keep them forever, because I started this game when I was quite a bit younger, and so having bought the areas, I still have them. Whereas if I pay for membership, I have every area without having to buy each one, but only while I'm a member. So, personally, I would have done the membership, just because I could spend less money and just play it through all at once, basically. Oh boy, I want to mount. But I'm glad that I did it the way I did to start with, because it's been years, and I still have each area.
Oh, bless you, child. We owe you a debt of gratitude.
Okay, I got a ring, so we'll equip that, because I didn't already have one. So that's handy. Give me 10 extra health.
Unicorn Way is swarming with evil fairies? They have been corrupted just as I feared. Apparently, evil forces at work here in Wizard City. Some dark element has emerged despite Ambrose's attempts to keep us safe. My friends always tell me I never leave well enough alone, but this time something foul is afoot, I'm sure of it. Do you know Lady Oriole, the Seraph? She might understand what happened. Speak with her in the hedge maze at the end of Unicorn Way.
And now I have a hat, which, when you look at this hat, you can see that it's got the shield icon and the fire icon. The fire means my school, and shield means I will take so that says I will take 2% less damage from fire attacks. Whereas if it had the fist next to it, I would do 2% more damage with fire attacks. So, most of the time during the early game, the gear that I choose is mostly based on giving me extra health and mana. But later game, I sacrifice health and mana for extra chance at, like, power pips, which are the ones that let me use spells of my own school with, you know, each power pip counts as 2 pips. And I also have an increased critical chance, but you don't get critical until you hit level 50. So that's a long ways off. We have to go a long ways here. I don't have a mount, do I? No, I'll get one soon, though. But I gotta go all the way to the end of Unicorn Way here, just to get to Lady Oriole. Okay, oh, I forgot to pick up the, find the Smiths quest. I'll do that when I go back there.
Hello! I hear you're a wizard who might appreciate a fun new way to document your adventures. If so, come see me in the comments.
Oh, praise the light. Someone has come at last. Something has been corrupting my fairies. Since you have come in my hour of need, thank you for coming at this dark time. If you please go out to Unicorn Way and defeat some of these evil fairies. Collect the dust that they... I know it is a dark task, but it must be done. Take care, wizard.
Alright, really? So these are treasure cards, which, in a battle, if you discard some of your cards by right-clicking on them, you can draw treasure cards, which are single-use, but are more powerful. Why does defeating fairies drop dust? Okay. Why not? You know, why not? Hey, let's join this guy. Why not? Oh, he's a sorcerer. Oh, he's a storm. Oh, he's level... Okay, he's high enough to get this. Wow. So that is a level 3 spell. Not level on the wizard, but it takes 3 pips to use. Okay, well, we one-shotted both of them, so that's nice. Only need one more now. That couldn't have gone better. Perfect. Yeah, like I said, this early stage is fairly boring. But we'll get there, we'll get there. A lot of this has just been a lot of this first episode has just been introductory. explaining what this game is and what you can do in it. So, yeah.
You have returned with the fairy dust. Please give it to me so that...
Lady Oriole looks visibly shaken.
They have been enchanted by something that is undead. This does not bode well. How has... I have heard that someone has hung bone cages along the street. I fear these are being... Please, you must free the captured fairies from those horrible bone cages before they become corrupted. Go quickly, my friend.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave this one here. If you like this, it'll be back again soon. I know this first episode is fairly boring, and the beginning of this game is pretty boring. But once we get past Unicorn Way and we actually move on, it'll be a little bit more interesting, I hope. So, thanks anyone who is watching. Thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one.